Hello everybody, this is Daniel from Daily Soap Dish. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. We cover 90 Day Fiancé pretty much every day. Hit that bell for notifications. So today I want to talk to you guys. It's a little bit of frustration, let's just say, that I've had with this season of 90 Day Fiancé, and it has to do with Darcey Silva. So what I did is I started a petition to ban Darcey Silva from ever coming on 90 Day Fiancé ever again. And I'm going to explain exactly why. I can't be the only one that was frustrated to see Darcey back on the show this season, and not only back on the show, but also not providing anything. So I can't be the only one out there. I have read a lot of comments. People feel the same way. I actually looked online to see if there was already a petition, and I couldn't find one. So I decided to take it upon myself and create a petition to ban Darcey Silva from ever coming on 90 Day Fiancé ever again. Now, will this petition ban Darcey Silva? Probably not, but it will send a clear message that we are sick and tired of seeing this useless angle on our TV screens again and again and again. So here is my thought process on this whole thing. So this season on Before the 90 Days, of course, we had Darcey come back with Tom Brooks on the show. Now, this is the issue here. We knew before we even saw the Darcey and Tom angle this season that that relationship was done and over with. Even before that, there was nothing. There was no show to be had there. Yet, somehow, someway, TLC producers and Darcey Silva insisted that we needed to see something that wasn't there. We needed to see it on our TV screens again. So I am frustrated by this. I don't know why I had to watch Darcey Silva and Tom Brooks. I don't know what it was. What was it that we watched? I'm not exactly sure. They basically broke up before, and Tom Brooks came back to the US and he wanted to have a chat. Supposedly he's still in love with Darcey Silva, even though he kind of moved on with his Canadian girlfriend. So at one point he said that his love for Darcey Silva is so strong that she can't even understand, or something like that. Yet the first time that they met at that cafe in New York City, he called her fat. He said, "Darcey Silva, wow, you look like you've put on some weight since the last time that I saw you. Wow, that was brutal," right? So that right there, you know, the whole thing was basically done. And the reason for that comment is because this is not a couple. It was clearly not a couple before the show. It was not a couple on the show. And of course, the charade went on after that. Darcey Silva went back to her house, and Tom Brooks came to her house, and he had that letter. And Darcey was like, "Should I open this letter?" She threw it in the trash, and we had this whole charade going on. And it was honestly, it was the most useless minutes of 90 Day Fiancé that I have ever seen. I was unbelievably frustrated. I wanted to throw my TV, I wanted to throw, let me rephrase that. Yes, I wanted to throw my TV, but I also wanted to throw my remote at the TV every time that angle came on. And in fact, what actually happened is that I just tuned out. I went on my computer, did something else, because I knew it wasn't going anywhere. So the whole season, basically, outside of those first few episodes when Darcey was meeting Tom, the whole season was basically about Darcey Silva and her getting over Tom. Now, I don't know how that works, because when I'm over somebody or over something, that's it. I'm done and I move on. I don't think about it. I am completely done. Yet this season, for about 2 months of this whole show, of this whole Before the 90 Days, it was about Darcey Silva telling us week after week after week about how strong she was and how so over Tom she was. Well, I got a news flash. If you bring up somebody that you're so over with time and time and time again, then you're not over him. You're just not. You keep talking about him. You keep thinking about him. You keep bringing him up. It's just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. And obviously we know there's no other explanation for this than Darcey Silva milking everything she could just to get some airtime, because there was no story to be had. And the biggest example of this was when her and her sister went to the grave of her brother, for the deceased brother. And even then, she brought Tom up. Now, look, I am all sympathetic for their deceased brother. It seems like a nice guy and all of that. However, they were also milking this angle on the show as a way of showing that Darcey Silva is now over Tom. Honestly, it was ridiculous. I don't want to see it again. I hope that you guys don't want to see this again. It was a complete waste of time. And I have to say this, okay? Some people are going to say that I'm just being hateful, I'm just being spiteful. Actually, that's not the case. I have nothing against Darcey Silva at all. This is not personal. I'm not judging Darcey Silva personally. I'm just judging the situation based on the show and what we see on the show. I don't want to see Darcey Silva and another useless angle on a future season of the show. Her time has come, her time has gone. There is no story to be had here. So this is the reason why I want to do this. This is because I want the choice to be taken away from Darcey Silva. Darcey Silva, I have a feeling that this show is basically what her life revolves around. So when she's not on the show, she is planning on how she can come back on the show. And I have a feeling that this is actually the cause and the root of her unhappiness. So in a sense, the way that I look at it is that Darcey Silva is an addict. She's an addict to 90 Day Fiancé. And TLC and her sister Stacy Silva, they are her pushers. They are her enablers. They are enabling this whole situation for Darcey Silva to just keep going and going and going for more 90 Day Fiancé, when in fact it might actually be ruining her life and ruining any chance she has at happiness. So I want to do this because I want to take the choice away from Darcey Silva. I want us to do this petition so that Darcey Silva can move on with her life and actually hopefully truly find her soulmate and find some actual real happiness. So if you do agree with this, the link to the petition is down below. You can sign it. If you don't want to see Darcey Silva on the show in the future, sign that petition. Let's get this message out to TLC, because we don't need to see Darcey Silva on the show again. In fact, we probably don't need to see Tom Brooks on the show again. I don't think we need to see Stacy Silva on the show again. However, this is the thing. Tom Brooks was posturing his Canadian girlfriend. I'm not sure if he's obviously already coming back on the show for 90 Day Fiancé Strikes Back, which is a spin-off where Tom Brooks is going to get the chance to strike back at his haters. As of right now, I don't believe that Darcey Silva is confirmed for a future season. However, she is definitely trying to come back because she has her new Bulgarian hunk, Georgi Rusev, that she is supposedly has hooked up with. This guy is a masseuse. There's some iffy information about what he truly does out there, but obviously he's another foreign dude, and this could play into the whole thing. We don't know if he has American citizenship. We assume that he doesn't, so this could be technically a match for her to come back on the show. So let's put a stop to this now. Let's vote to get Darcey Silva off the show in the future. Let's vote to ban her in the future. Let's make this message clear to TLC that we are done with this. So if you agree, vote down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more 90 Day Fiancé content each and every day. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you on the next one.